Welcome back to the Injured Arm Challenge. Now it's storming outside. It's near the den area. What to do? I do want to search the fishing cabins. Let's lighten the load. Don't need all the books. Might be able to get a chance to do some reading, so I'll keep that. Yeah. Probably won't be able to make a fire, but never know. Might be a chance to do some reading. Although, there's not much daylight left. What about repairing clothing? I think, yes, there's cloth, there's scrap metal, hacksaw looks fine, need to repair that. That's fine. Yes, the storm lantern needs repairs. Where was that scrap metal? There it is. Now, yeah, there's enough sunlight. I'm assuming that the repair might stop when there's no more sunlight. Refuel? No. Repair. Oh, good. The storm has subsided. Good chance to head out. No more repairs required. What's over here? Yeah, that's fine. Inventory looks fine. No need to drop off anything. I was planning to use the cured guts to make some fishing tackle, but it's not an urgent sort of item. Clothing, yeah, I'm gonna need to repair that with that, I think. But there's not enough daylight because I want to get a move on with them traveling to do some travels. Well, if I'm going to do some repairs, I might as well bring some cloth. I might be able to pick up some more cloth along the way, but let's just make a move on, as there's not much daylight left. Yeah. Now this is a little dangerous where I'm going. I've got enough food in inventory. Carrying some more meat is just going to make it more dangerous. Listening for wolves. I don't hear anything at the moment. I would like to run, but I need to be able to reach one of the coastal fishing huts to sleep. So better save the sprint for that, just in case I run into a wolf. Listen carefully. Sounds fine so far, but being able to hear the approach of a wolf nearby, that'll be very valuable. Just gotta listen. no saplings there. I don't see any saplings. If I see any saplings, I'm just gonna harvest them and then get them curing. Even though I can't use any saplings for the first 100 days. Now, there's probably a wolf around here. Listening for wolves. Don't see one. Looks clear. Those hips. Nothing. Bedroll! Yes! Jackpot! Yes! Exactly what I wanted from Mystery Lake. Oh, right. Ah. Alright. I really don't want to go anywhere near the fishing cabinets now because there's wolves around there, and I'm not going to probably not going to see much in the way of food items around there, and food items are the only thing that is going to be perishable. Loot items that are perishable. So yeah, if I don't need to go to the fishing huts right now, I don't think I will go to them because it's just avoiding a risk of running into wolves. I never find anything in this cave. Just thought I'd check it out. Well, now that I've got the bedroll, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm over the moon about that. I can do whatever I've pretty much got everything I want right now. I don't know whether I should harvest this because it's getting it was windy because of the storm. Yeah, I'm gonna be freezing if yeah, probably better not. I've got what I wanted, which is the this bedroll. I've got what I wanted from Mystery Lake, and I think it's high time I visited Pleasant Valley now. There's a chance of getting some nice clothing items in Pleasant Valley. I've got the magnifying glass now. I've got the bedroll now. I've got the hacksaw. I've crafted the improvised gear. I'm pretty much well set for sitting out the 100 days right now. I've got cured gut to make the fishing tackle. I've pretty much got everything the essentials that I want. I've got the magnifying glass as well. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. So yeah, I've got everything ticked off the list right now. That everything essential that I need ticked off the list. Now, will there be a wolf around here? Gotta save the sprint just in case there's a wolf. I might as well just pick some more mushrooms, even though I'm freezing. Okay, I'm going to sprint the rest of the way into safety. Well, that's pretty much done for Mystery Lake. I have no real reason to stick around to Mystery Lake because I want to go to Pleasant Valley to do some more looting. Because the longer I leave the items unlooted, the food items are going to degrade. So I want to loot the food items and consume them before they become inedible. Oh, just over the moon. Oh, bedroll. That's huge. It is huge. So it's pretty much near the end of the day. Only halfway on the stamina, which if I slept now, I'd wake up in the middle of the night, which is not good. I don't think there's enough sunlight to do any repairs, so I do need to stay in here and warm up. So let's just do some crafting. Oh, that was just huge, finding that bedroll. Huge. I wasn't certain whether the bedroll would show up, but I'm so glad it showed up earlier than I thought it would. Most likely I would have thought it would show up in one of the fishing huts, and if not, I'd have to search the caves. Speaking of caves, I probably should check out the caves before heading out, but since the caves are rather further away than I'd like, which is near the camp office, I don't think I will. I think I will want to make a quick start for Pleasant Valley. I need to see. Yeah, this is in pretty good condition. If I try to repair it, yeah, it's not really in desperate need for repairs. No need to repair it just now. Everything looks fine for other than the clothing. I need sunlight to repair the clothing. Yes, I could harvest this so that I can repair the runners. I don't plan on wearing anything heavier than the runners because it allows me to do maximum sprint without taking away too much of the sprint, and it weighs only half a kilo. Oh, didn't realize that the condition of these socks was so low. Definitely need to repair them as well in the morning. So, speaking of which, is there anything else I can do? Can I break down some things? Let me see if I can break down some chairs. If I slept now, it will most likely be morning, but it's worth a try to break down something if I can find it in the dark. I've got a storm lantern. Let's just see if there's anything in here I can break down. How about this chair? I think it requires lighting, but let's test it out. So, there's the chair. Use the hands. Yes, you can break down the chair in the dark. Okay. I think I will. It's about time I slept, so I want to eat the deer. Yeah, I should eat the deer. Yeah, there's a deer meat outside. I'll just drink a little bit. There's deer meat outside, and that's a first aid kit, and that should be the. Yeah. Leave that, grab the meat and eat that before going to sleep. No wolves, good. there's no real urgency to harvest all the deer at the moment, because I can always come back from after my trip to Pleasant Valley to harvest up any deers I left behind. Right now I want to be able to get to Pleasant Valley earlier in order to loot any food items, so that the longer I leave it, the worse the condition is for the food items. So that's my plan, to loot early and be able to eat the food items before they become inedible. I mean, the condition becomes too low on the food items. Let's see. So I was going to eat this, yes, and I might read a book after this. Yeah, I might read a book after eating, sleeping, and there might be some extra calories, so I might read a book after eating some more food items. Let me just think this through first. It's the middle of the night. I could probably get 9 hours sleep. That would be roughly there. And so, yeah, I could probably, if I ate the deer, I could have. Let me think about that. 750. That would leave 130. That would be enough for 1 hour of study time in the morning. Do I want to study more than 1 hour in the morning? That's the question. And I think, since I've got the can opener, I could eat a can item. Now, the tomato, in terms of calories to weight ratio, is worse than most of the other food items. So I do want to get rid of this. And if there is any food poisoning, I can always deal with that before going to sleep. Yes. It is in poor condition. So that's 300 calories from that. It gives me the option to study more than 1 hour in the morning. And sleep. Oh, I'm going to be running low on water. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, so there's 400 calories. Only 0.4 liters of water. That might be a challenge. Okay, totally run out of water. In that case, I probably should head out. Oh yeah, there is a soda, so there's no real urgency. Yeah, might as well do some reading then. Wilderness Kitchen. Yeah, the water, the thirst. It's not looking very good. I could do one more. There's enough calories for one more read.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Uh-oh. Right. Well, at least the weight is much lower. I think it's high time I set out for Mystery Lake, Pleasant Valley. So there's nothing else I'd want to bring along. What about the food items? Yeah, I'll leave the food items because they're in good condition. Yeah, these food items are in good condition, and I should be able to loot some more food items along the way. Ah, good, more water. I did leave some water behind. That's great. That's exactly what I needed. What about coffee? Do I have all the coffee that I want? There's one coffee there. I should bring that along. I'm going to be cooking up some more of these, so there's no need to bring those. I better bring some more of that, and that should do it, I think. Don't need that many. I think that's good enough to head out. So, drink. It's a good thing there was some water left over. I'll bring the venison out, the raw venison for outside, because I do believe I'm going to come across a deer carcass to harvest.
I think my stomach is eating itself.
Well, since I got the bedroll, I have no scruples of sprinting now. Because I could just find a nice location and rest up with the bedroll. So there's no need to conserve the stamina now. I can do as much sprinting as I wanted now. Although, yeah, thinking about doing sprinting, the more I sprint, the more it drains the stamina, the more I will need to sleep to regenerate the stamina. And I don't want to use up too much time in the early part of the game in sleeping, because I want to get to the loot locations early to loot the food items before they go bad. I think this is the way out. Should I leave any items behind? I don't think so. Am I ready to go? I think so. Okay, the journey to Pleasant Valley. Right, there should be a metal piece over there, but I don't think it's worthwhile bringing it. Ah, didn't know there was a metal box here. It's empty. Well, at least it's not too cold right now, so traveling is not hindered by much. Can't use the magnifying glass, I don't think. Let me just check. I can use the magnifying glass. Didn't realize. It's it's probably because it's in the middle of the day. Even though it's cloudy, I can still use the magnifying glass. So if I come across a deer, definitely want to carve it up and cook up the meat. I think, yeah, the weather outside is not cold enough to affect. Oh, there's crows there, so there might be a corpse or a deer carcass nearby. I'm gonna go this way. There's a deer carcass there, so it's probably warm enough for me to not need to make a fire to harvest this. Do I see a wolf down there? No, I don't. What's that? It could be a rabbit. Anyway, let's just harvest this deer. Finding the bedroll now, it just opens up so many options. I could do so much more with the bedroll now. I don't need to have to wait for a certain part of the day to do some travels. I can travel whenever I want now. So, as I could sleep in locations without beds. And there are many more locations without beds than there are locations with beds. Okay, harvesting level 3. I might be able to come across another deer carcass, so I don't want to start a fire just yet, as it's sort of sunset now. Well, if I do come across another carcass, definitely want to make a fire before the magnifying glass can't make a fire because of the lack of daylight. Right now it looks nice and clear, and I'm sure the magnifying glass will work, but I don't want to make a fire until I come across another carcass, a deer carcass. And there might be one up there. I might as well sprint before, as we're losing daylight. I do plan on using the cured gut to oh no, not here. I do plan on using the cured gut to make some traps to trap some rabbits. Not necessarily. I don't necessarily need the rabbit skin mittens, but it will be nice to have them because they provide better protection than the fleece mittens that I'm wearing right now. And I do want to look for items that provide protection. Which beef jerky in the dead corpse. Nice, cool. I got food, but it's always nice to find more food. So what's that? Oh yes, it's that empty container. That's a book. Empty yeah, it is empty. Okay. So I want to check out I might as well check out most of the possible loot locations, which is what I mean is I want to harvest all the deer and have them have their hide and the guts curing in different locations. So anywhere where I think there's any deer, I will try to harvest them. Since I've already found the bedroll, it's sort of changed my decision making. If I didn't find the bedroll, I wouldn't have come up here, because without the bedroll I can't sleep in the cave. So if the situation was that I didn't find the bedroll in Mystery Lake, I would come through here anyway and hope that I find a bedroll in Mystery Lake. I've never found a bedroll in Mystery... I mean, Pleasant Valley, sorry. So, I'd try to find a bedroll in Pleasant Valley, even though I've never found one there. Or Fallen Muskeg. And, yeah, I would not like to look for a bedroll in Fallen Muskeg. So what I'm doing now is trying to gather every resource that I know of, because I don't plan on coming back around these parts. Matches! More matches. Yes. Tomato soup. Yeah. If that tomato soup was left there too long, the condition would be pretty bad if I do come across it a lot later. So all the more reason to loot up all these locations now and have the chance to eat the food items before they go bad. So it's overweight right now. Probably a good time to drop off some fire material in the cave. I don't plan on sleeping in this cave at this time, but just in the off chance that I will need to sleep in this cave later, I will have these fire material just in case I need them. So I'm overweight, all the more reason to drop some stuff. Mostly sticks. Yeah, mostly firewood. Don't need that many. And yeah, I could. Oh, the socks. They're getting in worse condition. I'll drop off one of these torches. And what's the time of day is getting? Yeah, it's getting a bit too. I wanted to repair some clothing, but it's getting too close to the end of the day, and not a good idea to repair the clothing just now. I ought to. Oh, overweight. In that case, better drop 10. Because I'll most likely be picking up more sticks. That'll do. Drink. Yeah. Question is, can I make a fire in this cave? Without, no, not the magnifying glass. Okay, just wanted to confirm. Or is it too dark even out here? Because it's near the end of the day. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's too dark. I probably could get away with not making a fire. I wanted to make a fire, but... Oh, crap! Oh, crap. Just what I didn't want. And that's what the sprint is for. I wasn't certain whether I'd get away, but oh, that was a little too close for comfort. There's some stuff to loot around here, like picking up sticks and stuff, but I'm not chancing that. I'm getting out of here. Also, cattails. Yeah, I walked right past some cattails. I'm not picking those up, not with a wolf around. Yeah, there's cattails here. I'm not picking up those. I'm getting out of here. Even the sticks. Right. Yeah, I want to be able to pick up some coal, and I need good lighting to be able to see the coal. All the more reason to use the storm lantern. I do believe there is coal in this cave. I could be wrong. Okay, I will harvest up this deer. Since there's so much deer meat in the inventory, raw deer meat, I think it's worthwhile actually starting a fire with the matches. Ah, yes. Okay, it's getting near the end of the day. I think... are you kidding me? There is... I think I will chop up this fir limb since it's not too cold in here. Why can't I use the hacksaw? I don't know. Right, and yeah, okay, so it is dark and at night, and
I need to drop something.
Okay, you might as well break down the branch. I know it's getting heavy, but I'm going to be making a fire, and I don't think I want to sprint in a cave. I will use the storm lantern because I want to be able to see any coal in here, and I won't be able to, even though I could see around in this cave without the storm lantern, I won't be able to see any coal like this without the storm lantern on. So at the moment there's enough venison in the raw venison in the inventory for me to make a fire. So I will make a fire. That's the long way if I wanted to grab some more coal, but I'm not in desperate need for coal, and I do want to get to Pleasant Valley a little earlier. I could always come back. This is a dead end, it seems. Now, I want to grab as much coal and bring that to the fishing hut in Pleasant Valley, because there is a fishing hut in Pleasant Valley. And bringing the coal to the fishing hut in Pleasant Valley, I might or I might not do any fishing right now, because I've got enough food as it is. But having the coal in the fishing hut gives me the option to gives me the resources to do to have more fire material to do more fishing. So that's why I want to bring the coal to the fishing hut. Yeah, I definitely know the inventory is overweight. No, not gonna break down the branch when it's gonna use up the lantern fuel. Just have a quick look over here before heading out of the cave. Yeah, a stick. Yeah, don't want to go any further. And head towards the exit. I'm overweight, so can't really do an effective sprint. There should be some coal in the left. Yeah. I do realize that there's not that much fuel left in the storm lantern, but I could always do some fishing to refuel it. Do some fishing, cook up some fish, and get some fish oil to refuel the the storm lantern. And if worse comes to worse, I could always use the torches. And there's always a chance of finding some more lantern oil in one of the loot locations. Okay. Question is, I'm overweight by... Oh, okay, way overweight. Time? Yeah. In that case, I think I'll make a fire here. I was planning on getting to the hunter's bind to, because there's a deer carcass, most likely a deer carcass there, and make a fire there. But because it's near the end of the day, I might as well just drop these to cure, make a fire, cook up the raw venison in the inventory. There's quite a fair bit, and eat up to reduce the carry weight, because it's way overweight at the moment. Oh, I didn't need the torch. Might as well use the sticks and save the book for when I need the book. So the plan now is to cook up the venison, make up some water, leave some water behind, and search the rest of Pleasant Valley. I get to the signal tower to do initially get to the signal tower. Question is, will I think I want to do a complete search of Pleasant Valley. So instead of going through my normal channels, which is just to get to the main locations, which is what I would normally do, I just go to the main locations, such as the farmhouse, the barn, and then head to Coastal Highway. That's what I would normally do. But since I've already got every item that I really need, what I'm tending to do now is loot up Pleasant Valley and not come back for a while. Because, yeah, I don't plan on coming back to Pleasant Valley for a while, therefore I should loot all its items it has available. So I should make some more water now because I've cooked up the meat, I believe. What's fur? Yeah, the fir wood is rather heavy. Time is... yeah, I was thinking of making another 5 liters of water, but I'm getting thirsty. Forgot to check that out. Yeah, the stamina... yeah, I was thinking of making more than 5 liters of water, like 10. But considering the time of day, I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, what the heck, I might as well make another 5. So by the time I finish sleeping, it ought to be past half the midday, and that's a good time to do some traveling. No, there's not enough fire time. I don't think there's enough fire time to do that. Might as well, yeah, do that. Yeah, use the opportunity to cook up the reishi mushrooms and rose hips. So drink. And yeah, getting pretty tired. Have I cooked up all the... no, I haven't. I thought I cooked up all the venison. Have not. Right, so cook up the rest of the rose hips because I've already finished crafting up all... well, actually, I've been gathering some more mushrooms, so... yeah, I'll cook up all the rose hips and use up the rest of the fire time doing the cooking. I don't think I want to cook up everything. Oh boy, there's not much... yeah, if I sleep, there won't be much daylight to travel. It's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I think there's enough fire time to do one more cooking. Yeah, there is. So by the time I finish sleeping, it'll be almost nighttime again. And that's not ideal, but it is what it is. Yeah, I have to sleep. And I will sleep for 10 hours. Eat first. The worst condition. Yeah, I'll drop, eat. That'll reduce the carry weight. I think because the carry weight is so over the limit, I will need to eat up more of the venison, more than I planned on. Oh, and also I wanted to do some repairs, clothing repairs. The socks are getting pretty bad condition. Right. Okay. Eat. I think I'm going to do some eating. Because it's so overweight. Yeah, so overweight. I don't want to leave the venison here. I'm so overweight that I don't think I ought to bring these deer hides. I do want to bring the cured gut to a better location because they're not that heavy. Yeah, it's a balancing act because I have to stay under 30 kilos. Have to. Which means I have to eat. Not what I wanted, but I have to eat it. Just to stay underneath the carry weight. Can I drop anything else? I think I could probably... yeah. I'll drop the firewood. And that pretty much does it. Yes, that should do it. I'll probably be picking up some gear along the way, so I better drop some more to have some more carry weight. And I think I have no choice but to leave the gut and the hides behind because I'm going to be getting overweight. And I should bring all the coal, definitely. I could leave a book behind, but I don't want to leave the book in this location. Can I drop any clothing? No. Oh, 5%. It's getting in terrible condition. I don't want to repair it here, but I have no choice but to repair it here. Okay, now it's not in urgent condition. Yeah. Drink up to reduce the carry weight. Have I done... I really don't want to leave much of this behind. I really don't want to leave it behind. In that case, I will bring as much water as I can carry. And drop it somewhere else. Yeah. That's a plan. That's a plan. Now, there could be a bear or a wolf around here. So, I wanted to sprint, but because there might be a bear or wolf here, I won't sprint just yet. Oh well. I'll be careful with the sprint. Now this hunting bind is probably empty, probably. Always a chance of a wolf around. Let's grab all the resources. Because I don't plan on coming back to these parts. Okay, things are looking good so far. Ah, feathers, crow feathers. Probably means there's a corpse in here. Yes, there is. Empty. Any pills? No. So, got most of the... oh, there's a deer there. Can I make a fire with a magnifying glass? No. It's too much snow. Yeah, it looks... Since there's rabbits around, I will harvest up the deer. Rabbits will probably mean there's no wolf. Probably. So I'll try and harvest it without making it fire before it gets too cold. I'm crouched down to... Uh-oh, the wind's picked up.
To carry.
Okay. I'm listening for wolves. I'm crouched down, so if there is a wolf, it will be harder for them to spot me. Oh, great. I was able to harvest everything without having to make a fire. Or without freezing. And I will want to warm up by sleeping. Book. Salty crackers. More food. Is that coal? Yeah, I thought I saw coal in here, but it's not. Right, so let's let the hide cure. and guts. Put down a bedroll. Well, since it's very little daylight, I'll use up the opportunity to do some clothing repairs. Repair the shoes. Okay, I think that's enough, because I don't think there's enough sunlight to do any more repairs. And I don't think there's any more cured leather. Yeah, there's no more cured leather. So... Uh-oh. That's a wolf outside. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a sound of a wolf outside. If I sleep, will I get attacked by a wolf? Will I get attacked by a wolf if I sleep? Because a wolf can come in here. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Do I have any venison on me? Yes. I better drop that. So I'm not going to smell now. I don't hear any wolves coming towards here. This is so... I don't know. I want to sleep, but... There's more than one rabbit. So he might be going for the other rabbit. Yeah. It's the other rabbit. Right, if I sleep... I'm going to risk it. I'm going to sleep to warm up. And end the episode. And you're going to have to wait for the next episode to see what happens. I hope to see you then. Will I make it? Will I be awake? Okay. There will be a next episode. See you then.